Welcome to the Tape Box. We're your hosts, Justin.
And Ryan.
Couple guys.
Couple brews.
Let's get into it. Do you remember that time when we were at that bar?
Which bar?
The one where we got, shot at? Not really, but sort of.
Yeah. This is like the one a couple months... Was it a couple months ago? Well, I guess it was kind of like the summer, like the end of summer.
Yeah, because it was still warm. We were t-shirts and jeans or whatever, probably.
Jeans.
IKEA jeans. Call back.
Yeah. No, yes, I do remember that.
Isn't it so fucked that just in such a commercial location, people could be doing whatever, a drug deal or whatever the fuck happened, and they're just trying to scoot out with all the cash. So they just pull a gun and there's yeah, isn't that where people just sit and eat and drink?
And it's literally downtown in
basically
in Dartmouth.
Pretty much, yeah.
So where a lot of places where a lot of things don't go wrong. One of the worst things happened.
Yeah, it's not super densely populated, but it's a lot of people.
Yeah, well, it's the main street of Dartmouth, basically. And it is.
Pretty much.
It literally is.
I'd say, yeah. Well, it goes all
where
the way.
There's so much, business.
It goes all the way down. The whole fucking
it leads,
city.
It connects, a bunch of different places.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that was fucked. It just... And we didn't even realize until... the waitresses and shit were telling us, and then a fucking shit ton of police.
Yeah, because you went to the washroom and I was just sitting there chilling, probably drinking my beer still.
Absolutely.
And you came back and you were there's police tape outside. You're there's a lot of cop cars and there's police tape around the parking lot. I was like, what?
I was confused because I don't know how the fuck we didn't hear anything.
Yeah, at all.
It was literally fucking 25 feet, not even away from the front door.
Yeah, it's not even it was a club where the music was it was literally
it was
just
a place
playing smooth jazz
where you sit and you drink and you eat. It was like a pub, basically.
Yeah,
well, it's a sports bar technically, but it wasn't loud in there. It wasn't overpopulated like it usually was, because this is pre-COVID, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was just before, I think.
No, because that happened way back in fucking...
Or no, yeah, no, it was
so we
when
had
everything started to open up
and
again.
Shit. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. Isn't that fucking insane, though?
It's just weird how, out of all places, if it was said drug deal...
Yeah, if it was said drug deal.
This bar...
The drug deal up for question.
In this parking lot on the most lively main street of the city.
Yeah. Why would you choose? I mean, I guess it's kind of inconspicuous because it's right where they wouldn't look. You know what I mean, I guess? But, what the fuck?
And it's also fucked how your car got shot.
Twice.
Let's talk about that real fast.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, one bullet went straight through my passenger side headlight and, went down in on, the frame or whatever and, ricocheted down to the ground-ish. And then another one went through the front quarter panel, if you will, or whatever, almost the bumper went right through there, and fucking was just laying on a part of the frame, just sitting there. So when they busted my bumper open to see if there were any bullets or whatever, it would have literally just been sitting there
hey, how's it going?
Hi, how are you? It would have just been sitting there.
And just to be clear, we were not a part of this whole situation.
Yeah,
we were going to leave.
I'm innocent.
And the police were there, and we did drive there. We weren't planning to have that much, but then we got a little bit carried away, as people do sometimes.
As the usual.
So we were just gonna leave the car there.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be able to take it anyways, regardless. And then as soon as we left, the police were like, "Hey!"
Well, yeah. The thing is we were almost all the way to the tape
out of the crime scene,
where we were gonna duck under it or whatever and walk away. And they were like, "Hey, where you guys off to?" And we were like,
"Home."
What? Yeah, we were
we were
leaving.
Did you guys drive here? We were like, "Yeah, but we're just gonna leave." Or did we say no?
We definitely said yeah.
Yeah.
We're yeah, but we were just leaving the car here.
Yeah. Because I remember they called you afterwards. Imagine we were like, "Nah," and they were like, "You lied to us."
Yeah, and then they called me.
Well, I guess they wouldn't have known it was you.
Yeah.
Really.
It's crazy how they got all my information off my plate. They would have ran my plate, found my information, found my phone number, and then called me. That's crazy. Like the database that like the government has, it's like unreal.
And yeah, like, and then we got home. We walked home, which is not very far from where I was living at the time. And you stayed there because you couldn't fucking. Well, you could have. I guess you could have went home, but like not with
Could have
your
got a
vehicle.
cab. Yeah, like I, you know.
And it would have made more sense for you just to stay because you were hoping to get your vehicle back the next day, but no. But when we showed up back at the house, the unknown number calls you, and you were like, "Yo, should I answer it?"
Well, I was like, I don't want to answer this because unknown number, like prank callers, you know, dumbasses.
Or usual, like, yeah, like fucked up.
And you were like, you should
"Oh,
answer
murders."
that.
I was like, you should answer it. I was like, you never know. And he answers it, and it's the fucking like constable.
Yeah, surely enough.
And
Don't call me Shirley.
and it was the most tense phone call.
Dude, my heart was like about to jump out of my fucking ass. It's crazy, man. No, like,
That's a very fucking long journey. Like, for
hey, man, that's what I mean, right? Like, it was crazy. No, so stressful, man. So stressful. Like, I was so confused. I didn't know the extent of the damage until I picked it up like 2 days later, 3 days later.
Yeah. And the fact that they wouldn't even let you, like, go to your vehicle. Like,
Yeah, because it was in like compound or whatever.
Yeah, it was like it was taken for evidence.
And then they dropped it to a tow company, and I went and got it there.
Which is fucked.
It was literally just sitting in a yard, not like literally like a front yard, but it was like behind the gates, like, and then you like walk and there's just like cars.
And your car was just sitting there with bullet holes in it.
Too. Yeah, but I didn't know the extent of the damage, so when I was walking up, I was like looking. I was ready to see like my windshield all fucking muffed, but it was just two little minor things. I didn't even see the one down on the bumper. I seen the one in the fucking headlight first.
So did you go and like examine the car? Like when you were there, were you like looking it all over and shit, or you
No.
just like get in, you were like,
Yeah, pretty much.
Just peeled off.
It had been like 3 days since I had it, so I was like, all right, this is it. This is good enough for me.
Yeah.
I was like,
Fuck
does
it.
it run? She's like, yeah. I was like, right on. I got in.
Alright,
I was like,
it is what it is.
but a fucking bullet literally went in and like ricocheted off the inside. It could have like caught the motor somewheres and like, but it didn't. Isn't that crazy?
No. Yeah. You're
How
lucky.
much worse that could have been?
You were just lucky.
Because they wouldn't have reimbursed me at all. It would have just been like, oh, wrong place, wrong time. Sorry, bud.
Well, you could have
Like-
you could have if it was like a huge. Well, if there was damage that you wanted to fix, you could go through your insurance and you can pay your deductible.
Mm-hmm.
But like, no. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck that.
And it wasn't worth it for what happened anyways. But
No.
if it was crazy, yeah.
If it was like your engine got fucked or like,
yeah.
you know, they like shot like like your control arm on your like or some stupid
Anything,
shit like that,
Anything. It's something.
then it would have been worth it.
Yeah.
Because we do not know how to do those things on our own.
Yeah. Oh my god. Imagine.
Like fixing a control arm on a car.
Well, yeah, literally all we did was buy a new fucking headlight and just go and slap it in and sure as shit.
And then you also super glued the hole shut on your bumper. Hey, if
Put
it fucking
duct
works,
tape.
it works.
Put duct tape behind it. And
Oh,
then
did
just
you?
super glued like on top of the duct tape.
It doesn't even look bad either. You should just get like a little bit of, like red paint, and then just cover it, and then
right, but it's like a piece of shit.
yeah,
Buckle
it
of
doesn't
bolts.
really matter.
It's 07.
But
Like I don't really.
If you would like to,
That'd be funny.
like, what other word I'm fucking trying to look for? Tell you to do? I don't know. Like recommend that you
Ah,
Ah.
Mr. Oxford.
do. You know they make vodka that's literally called vodka, and it's made from cow titty juice, essentially.
Milk.
So milk, yeah.
I'm like.
Listen.
So,
Yeah.
but is it like the color of milk?
No, it is fucking clear. Like, it is vodka. It looks exactly like a vodka would. But it's in a milk bottle,
Yeah, like
Like,
one of the old
yeah.
glass milk bottles.
and it has a
That's,
cow on the front of it, and it's made from Canadian dairy farms. I was like, I went into the liquor store the other day. Well, this was like probably like months
Yeah,
ago.
this is a long time
Yeah.
ago now, probably.
And as per usual, picking up some fucking brews for myself. And
As
I
one would.
stumble upon this, and it was on clearance, and it was like, I think it was only on sale for like $6, like off or whatever. Like, so it was like $32. Like, it was like some fucking.
Well, especially
vodka.
if it's like Canadian homegrown, their like prices are like
It was like a quart too. It was like $7.50.
yeah.
So it wasn't even like a whole lot. Well, I mean, I guess that is a whole lot, but like not really.
Well, what's like a normal quart of like fucking if you went and bought a quart of like Jack or Crown or something? It's like
$7.50.
yeah, mils. I'm talking about like dollars. It's like
Oh.
what, like not even $30.
No, it's usually like 26.
Well, yeah, it'd be like the
$27.
same thing as like a 12-pack, right? It'd be like 26
Yeah.
or 28 or something like that. But I mean, if you talk about like higher end weird things,
Was this higher end? I don't know.
huh?
Or I
Is
never
the cow in the VOD?
I never even like thought to like nothing that would have crossed my mind to have tried that.
Ew. I wonder if it tastes weird.
It probably tastes like just vodka.
Probably tastes like fucking burp. You know why? Because it probably is fucking vodka. It's just normal fucking vodka.
All it is vodka, but it's made from a cow nipple. Like
Maybe that's just what they're telling you. Don't let the government lie to you, dude. Bologna's just hot dog pancakes.
Yo, speaking of hot dogs, bologna and pancakes, you know what they all have in common? You can fry bologna too, just like a pancake. And it's fucking delicious.
Well, yeah, that's like an old, like, Newfoundland breakfast. You know, like they fucking fry bologna and drink beer and go fishing. Like, I don't know.
That's a world I want to live
Do
in.
you not wish you were born in Newfoundland?
Absolutely. Only every day of my fucking existence. If my life could be that fucking easy.
Easy and sleazy.
Stay easy, stay sleazy. I would have no fucking issues at all.
That'd be pretty sick.
No, I would never. I don't think I would ever pay money to drink liquor from a cow's body. Like, I mean, obviously there's steps in between all that, but like, it is from milk. Like, it's made from like dairy.
But I wonder how that works.
I don't know like what they would be extracting from that.
I don't know enough about alcohol like that.
Like,
I know how it tastes.
do they mix liquor with milk and then just like whatever the fucking result is
strain
afterwards?
it?
Yeah, and then like make it clear. Like, is that the result of milk vodka?
Who knows, man? I kind of want to try it, but yeah, I don't want to like waste my money on it.
If someone offered it to me,
I was gonna
wouldn't
say
be like,
someone
nah.
like send us a bottle of vodka
Yeah.
to our PO box.
Could you imagine just getting a bottle of liquor
Ew,
just
man.
in your?
That'd be sick,
in
but
your
I
wallet?
haven't drank like hard liquor in so long.
No, me either.
Like the thought of it like grosses me out. When I smell hand sanitizer, all I can think of is like vodka, and I'm like,
Well, it's like taking a fucking shot of like who's like wherever.
like it's
like,
like,
especially the shit at work.
ugh.
As soon as it comes out of the fucking dispenser, it's like you're getting drunk. And you get like a little buzzy, and you're just. But
I think that's
there's
just-
a part of me that's like, hey,
I like
a
this.
free buzzy.
I think it's just your constant state of mind because you're drunk all the time.
I would say 98%.
You're just at a constant buzz.
maybe,
Maybe.
but hey, free buzz all the time.
But hey.
To go along with the weird liquors, do you remember that one time that we went to? I can't even fucking like. I don't even know how to like even say that like the name of this bar, but it's like
Oh,
the
the
Mexican
Mexican one? Yeah.
Yeah. And they were like, we were asking this like the waiter what kind of beers we should get,
Yeah, because we were bar hopping, trying different beer that we hadn't
Yeah.
really had a lot of.
and then he fucking says, "Do you guys want to try jalapeno beer?"
We were like, excuse me?
We were like, "No, but yes." So, bring it. And he was like, "Do you guys want to just like try it?"
He brought us like these cute little sampler cups.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, it was actually not bad, and you could taste like the jalapeno
Yeah.
like essence at like the
Yeah.
end of it.
Yeah. Like the aftertaste, like it
Yeah,
was on your tongue.
but it wasn't like spicy. Like obviously, like it wasn't
Yeah.
anything like that.
It's so
But it's not something that I could go and get like a pack of fucking jalapeno beer and be like
Jalaperio beans.
and just get absolutely like decimated off of it. I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like to
'Cause
have
it-
like one is like enough. Like,
Yeah, because it wasn't gross.
No.
But it was like
It wasn't good.
odd.
Yeah,
It was good. It was good enough to have like
Yeah.
that little 6 ounce of whatever it
but
was.
it's not good enough to have a fucking full like pint or
No,
pitcher
man.
of this like
But that's definitely the weirdest thing I've ever tried, probably.
in the liquor world.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. But there's a lot like you can infuse beer and liquors with a lot of shit.
Just like making like simple syrups, you can
Yeah.
like infuse it with like ass hairs.
Ass hair syrup.
Anything.
But yeah, you just fucking boil.
Bowl
You just
water.
boil.
He's bowl of
You
water.
fucking boil water and sugar. That's it. And then you put like some shit in it, like
And then
you
you let
want
it
to make
sit.
like cinnamon or whatever. You put like cinnamon sticks and shit in there, and then you just let it do its thing.
Isn't that crazy?
And then you pour it in a fucking like, usually like a little squirt bottle thingy,
or something like that.
And then you're good. And then people just put that in drinks.
People
They literally
like,
put sugar water in drinks.
and they're like, yes.
That's all fucking syrup is just sugar
Isn't
water.
it crazy? I don't remember where I heard this or what I think it was in a weird ass podcast or something, but it said if you go back, well, like for example, if you could and you drank like, for example, like a Coke from like, fuck it, I don't know, the 80s or 70s or something, it's so much sweeter than the Coke that we drink now. Like, because they didn't have access to all the sugars in like everyday food that we do now.
Yeah.
So when they wanted it, they fucking wanted it. So they had like like it. Not I don't know. That's why all Americans are like fat. But no, yeah. Apparently it was like way higher sugar quantity than it is now. Just like I said, because they couldn't get it as often as we could literally just go and buy like a 6-ton bag of fucking sugar at
like pure white grain sugar.
Yeah, and just like snort it. Like,
yeah,
but they
do
couldn't.
anything with
They
it.
could hardly have it in like a soda pop back then.
And it's I think I heard something back at like when like Coca-Cola like first came a thing that had like I don't know what it was. I know it was like some type of like drug or something.
Cocaine.
Yeah. In it at first, like when it like first came out.
To make people addicted.
That was
to
probably
it.
very loud. I just like slapped my hand.
Right, I slapped my leg earlier and I watched the spike jump.
But can you imagine just drinking fucking like literal drug essence in not a beer? Hey, maybe
marketing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a little bit of ketamine in your beer here, sir. Just
like,
so you asked me for another.
I want a good sip at the end of this. Well, that's fucked. You know what else is fucked? Back in like I think it's World War One or World War. Yeah, I'm gonna say World War One, or maybe two. You know how like soldiers used to like when they're in the field they would have like little medical pouches.
Yeah.
And it would have like assortments of shit. Well, they would have a lollipop in there, and it was infused with fentanyl.
Yeah.
Because they would take it, and it would numb all their pain. Because like they'd be hyped up on
so then you have them like trading it for other things because people are like strung out on it. I mean,
but at the same time they took it away because it was killing soldiers.
like
because like I don't think it was like a huge dose of it, but like
enough that it fucking
fucked.
numbs
like, it
you.
can kill you like regardless, like no matter what.
Yeah.
Like just off on it, and it was literally just making them addicted. And then they would eat the whole fucking thing while they were like shot or something like that, and then they would just die from drug overdose. And it would be fucking horrible. Just an absolutely horrible way to die.
But is it though? Because you're like heavily medicated. You know what I mean?
I mean,
you're numb to pain. How would that? Yeah, like how does that shit work? Because if they like, I don't know.
Well, if they're getting shot and they're literally in the middle of war, like you get your legs fucking blown off, you're gonna be like sucker in the mouth, and you're just gonna be like,
let's say even
getting all
for like
fucking spaced.
Even like people that like OD like today, like on something, are they like
R.I.P.
Yeah, first of all, rest in peace. But do you think it's like even like that painful of a death? I mean, I guess it depends.
Yeah, I suppose it would depend on.
Because what if you're in like a total fucking state of euphoria? You're like. And then, and then your heart's just like, I'll see you later, dog.
I guess it really depends on like what you're overdosing on.
Yeah, because like I don't know, to use like a shitty example, but like in like Breaking Bad when Jesse's like ODing on like fucking like whatever, and he's sitting there, he's got like shivers and he's like freaking out and shit like that. That's fucked.
Yeah,
but, like,
that's bad.
You know, someone that's I don't know.
Yeah, I guess and it also depends on how much you're taking.
Yeah. But I mean, you probably have to take a lot to OD, right? Unless there's already a lot in your system.
Yeah, it has to be on like some things, because some things you can, like fentanyl, for example, you can take like almost like none of it, and you can be like, I can just pass the fucking way.
Is that the same stuff that they like lace coke with, or whatever, to like make it more? Is it?
I don't know. I'm not a drug dealer, nor am I El Chapo himself, so I do not know.
Nor am I flipping bricks for Chop Chop.
Uncle Choppy. I wouldn't know these things. But let's just say drugs are bad. Don't do drugs. Anybody. Never do drugs.
Kids are bad. Drugs in school. next day.
What?
And I'm like, what?
Are you ODing right now?
On beer. Ooh.
Oh,
People die from alcohol poisoning too.
that is true.
I bet that's hell.
That's probably hell. Because I mean, you get like, you'd experience a liver failure, kidney failure, like
Yeah, your whole body's
you
just
just
like
die.
it's like.
I'm pretty sure it takes a lot to die from alcohol.
Yeah,
Like,
because
you
I
have
mean,
to be
you'd like
drinking,
black out first and shit, right?
Yeah, like you'd have to drink like so much, like through the years, or like like all
yeah,
that shit.
it'd have to be like a long running thing, probably.
Because I bet it would be pretty hard to die from like alcohol poisoning. Like
That's not
first-
one. That's
first
not
going
one you
off.
hear often.
No, like if you your body would just pass. It's like it would just pass out first.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't. I mean, if you were drinking for fucking ages and decades before then and shit like that, and then you were drinking like all the time, every day,
Yeah.
getting fucking blasted.
Yeah.
Then eventually it's gonna be a fucking problem for you, and then it won't be a problem because you won't have any more problems because you would be fucking dead. But like,
Jesus.
it's just the harsh truth. I'm sorry, but it's
Damn.
the truth.
No, that's true. That's true.
But it's something that you don't hear a lot of.
Yeah.
You hear a lot more about like prescription
Yeah.
stuff, which is fucked. But,
So to turn this on more of a positive leg
yeah,
of alcohol.
let's do this.
To turn this on to a more positive leg, I want to like try and like not like be one of those people, but I want to like I don't know like drink like scotch. You know?
It's like on the rocks, on the ice, on the rocks.
Yeah,
Sit over some
like
ice.
or yeah,
Like a
like, you know what I
whiskey
mean. Just like
glass.
have like a glass and a nice piece of glass. Like you know what I'm talking about though. Like that would be fucking sick. Just to like sit there with a nice fat cigar and like a fucking yeah, like a glass of like nice whiskey or scotch with like a hand carved sphere ice cube. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just sit there and like sip it.
I think
It almost
That would-
seems like luxurious, but you're still getting fucking drunk.
yeah,
It doesn't fucking matter what you're doing. It's the same sinful activity, but like you know what I mean.
it would be better too. Like it's not better for you, but like
Tastes like
opposed
shit,
to drinking
probably.
like beers
Yeah,
and shit because
it's a
this
lot
has,
of like
like,
calories and
so much
fat.
calories
Not
and
fat,
yeast
sorry,
in
but
it, and just like
calories,
it makes your fucking stomach bloat
yeah.
horribly. That's why I'm fat.
Legit. And you eat like 5 crave dinners
Every 5 hours.
in a sitting. Yeah.
And it would just be a lot easier on your like weight gain. Like you wouldn't really gain weight off of hard liquor because it's just. I
Especially.
don't really think it has that many calories, if like any.
Yeah, probably like very minor.
Yeah.
Well, if you're talking like if they like, you know, like when Smirnoff does like the raspberry vodka and like weird shit like that,
Yeah,
they
that
would
would
have to
have
have
more.
like artificial sugars or whatever. But yeah, I think it'd just be sick to sit there with like a little fucking cute glass, couple. Because I've heard this thing where like if you hold a glass and you like judge it by like how many fingers high the alcohol is.
Right.
So I'm just doing 2 fingers tonight. So you're holding it and there's like 2 fingers worth of. But if you're doing like a 4-finger, that's like almost a full glass.
Was that including ice?
I guess it doesn't really matter.
Because
Depends. Situation.
it does.
Well, yeah,
Because,
obviously
like,
displacement, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
So probably not.
So do you start like by holding the glass with the liquor in it first, and then putting the ice in?
Sure. Yeah.
Because that would make sense.
Yeah, we'll say that.
Because if you didn't, you could have like 2 fingers, and that's like less than the ice.
Yeah.
So-
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, like you'd have to.
But I mean, you don't have to drink it with ice.
no, but
But yeah, I know what
that's
you're
like
getting at. I see
the
what you're
more
getting
like relaxing way of doing it.
at. But yeah, I seen this like thing. It was like with Aaron Rodgers, like the quarterback for the Packers. You know what I'm talking about?
I
He
do
was
not,
talk-
but
no? Okay.
I'm not very educated.
Okay, either way. Yeah, he was talking about like one night he was like pulling a 4-finger because he had like a glass of like whatever it was. And yeah, it was, well, and you got to think it's only like the little half glasses, right? Like the little short ones.
Yeah, like whiskey glasses.
Yeah. Pour me. No, but yeah, and he was like, man, and I blacked, I don't remember anything, like all this shit because he's had like a 4-finger and probably did it a couple times, but you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. I wonder
But think
how
about
fast you would go through like. For say you were using like a quart of alcohol, how fast would a 4-finger like glass? Like how many glasses would that take?
But think of how much that is in that one glass.
Yeah,
that's a lot. You could probably have one glass and be like,
yeah, because those glasses are
they're pretty wide.
They're like a decent fucking like. What am I trying to say? Like girth of glass, okay. And you 4-finger it. This is getting very fucking sexual.
It's it's without context. This is a weird conversation. Girth and you're 4-fingering it, and you're like,
close your eyes and just think. No, I'm joking.
Yeah,
and
forget the alcohol.
Like, that would probably be a lot of.
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm saying. Because if you do
out of that quart bottle.
Yeah, because if you do like a couple shots, you're like on the sauce.
Oh, absolutely.
So like, how many? You'd probably have like 5 or 6 shots, even more, in like a 4-finger whiskey glass, right? Like, fuck me, man.
Well, I wonder if like, well, I guess it really depends on how fucking thick your fingers are, but like,
big old sausage fingers.
Yeah, or like tiny little baby hands like myself. Would 1 finger technically be like an ounce, like a shot?
Well, it's like you said, depends on how like girthy the glass is,
and how girthy your fingers are. But I would assume it would be something of that caliber.
Something like that.
Pretty near, anyway. Pert near.
Pert near. But yeah, I'd like to at least try that sometime.
Have you ever heard of like people like they'll take a little bit of whiskey in a glass or like in a shot glass and they'll put it in the microwave for like 10 seconds or whatever and just get it like tiny bit warm.
Never.
And they shoot it back and it actually helps you sleep.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, liquor helps you sleep.
I used to live with a guy that did that because like where he worked in the kitchen, and one of his I think I'm not sure if it was like the owner of the place or if it was like his manager or something like that, but he got him a bottle of whiskey and told him to do that. And yeah, so he would do it like every night. He wasn't really a drinker though, right? So he would just have one every night and then go to bed, and it would put him to fucking sleep. Like,
I bet,
because it's just I don't know what it is. Just warm liquor puts you to fucking sleep, I guess.
Liquor in my gut. That is weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it might be the same type of thing as like people do like a warm glass of milk. Like that's fucking gross though.
Have you ever tried that?
No.
Neither have I.
Ugh.
Do you want to?
Nope.
Get some vodka in here.
Yeah, we'll warm up some vodka and go right.
That's more of our standard.
That's more our caliper. Go straight to fucking
caliper. Yeah. No, I never really did that as a child or anything.
No, ew.
Like
that's just weird.
I don't even think my mom.
I don't recall.
Had that idea.
I mean, besides when I was like a tot or a baby, and they warm up the breast milk and be like, "Here, have a suck on that sauce bottle." Yeah.
Yeah, and like I'll have to ask my mom because I don't like out of all that I can remember as a child, it was never like a thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's also probably like years before that, or like a year before that I wouldn't remember, or like when I was like a child, like a tot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't fucking remember any of that shit.
Isn't that crazy? Like you can remember for so long and then it's just nothing.
Yeah.
You can't think of anything. I mean, you could like be told a story and you could be like, oh yeah.
I kind of remember that.
But even more so, that's probably just your imagination than your memory.
Just remembering, like thinking of that story and trying to connect yourself to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if they like tell you something, but you don't remember it, like tell you like a situation you were in or whatever, and you're like, oh, okay.
You can't be like, no, that wasn't me because of that. Like, yeah.
Well, obviously, but yeah, it's like, I guess I remember that, but you don't. All you're doing is like picturing that happening. You don't actually remember it happening.
No.
Weird.
My memory is fucking trash anyway.
Mine's pretty bad. Well, for some things.
I can remember more like stuff that happened. Like I have like a long-term memory. Like I can remember stuff from like longer ago than I can like remember what happened like fucking last week.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of hazy, but like me fucking tell you some camping trips that went on.
yeah, exactly.
Like back in a couple years ago.
Yeah, like you fucking said about You always talk about that time you guys went like camping all the time for that like summer. You know, you know
Me and those couple friends.
Yeah. But then, remember the other night, I was like, yeah, we had the bush ice on that camping trip, like literally in September, and you were like, what?
Yeah. And like the other camping trip that he was referring to is like
3 years ago.
Yeah.
And not saying you remember like every part, but it was just funny how you like talk about those like you remember them, but you don't remember some of the beer that we brought on that trip.
That was literally like 2 months ago.
And we weren't even like super sauced because it was just like a shitty situation. Well, it wasn't a shitty experience on the whole trip, but like some things happened and it just kind of
it was a good trip for sure, but there was just a lot of like weird shit that went on that like kind of dulled the mood
for
everybody.
Yeah, buzz killers
for everybody. Like it's bad. Like I can fucking remember shit from fucking years ago, no problem. Yeah. But 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago, nah, miss me with that.
Nah, no, not a chance.
Like
talk about it to me in like 3 years.
Yeah, and
I'll know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
that guy. He's this guy. That's what that guy looked like. Yeah,
I know that guy.
He's a guy. Man,
it's weird how that works though.
Isn't it just fucking like to totally sidebar this right now? Isn't it like so strange that like somebody like an athlete who's not even necessarily like a running athlete gets like sneakers?
Yeah.
That can sign like a deal with like say Nike and they can just have a shoe line. Like Drake has a fucking shoe line, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And he's not even an athlete.
Raps.
But you know what I mean? Yeah.
Travis Scott.
Yeah.
He's with Nike, Air Jordan.
And like The Rock, like he's an athlete, and like not even, he used to play like professional football and stuff. But like that's not what like he's known for now. He's like an actor, he's like a fitness influencer, sure, but like he's not like a 100-meter dash Olympian. No. And he has a shoe line. Yeah. It's just weird.
And he has multiple shoes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He has like I think, if I'm not mistaken, like 4 or 5 different like designs of shoes.
Now, people like basketball players, I get. Not soccer players, but if they have like cleats and like that type of shit, I understand.
That makes sense.
100%. But like people like like The Rock, for example, with like his Under Armour shoe, it's like, why? I mean, I get it. Like you sign him and you want to like promote product, and he's got ideas, so he designs a shoe. Yeah, it's sick. Like his shoes are sick, but it's just weird.
I have a few pair of them actually. To be honest with you,
it's just weird.
Shout out The Rock.
Not sponsored, but it could be. Yeah. I just think it's funny. It's not like a bad thing. It's just kind of weird. Like
like fucking good for them. Seriously, like it takes a lot because you gotta like sit down and you gotta like design shoes. You gotta like go through all that
top
shit.
Pricing, price range, and all that shit,
and like colors and literally everything.
Yeah.
What color laces? I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Did you know that the Rock shoes typically come with 3 pairs of laces?
Yeah. Like
when a regular shoe comes with 1.
Maybe a backup. Maybe.
Yeah. He comes with, his shoes come with 3 pairs of laces.
Like a black and a white.
Well, for say like I have a pair of my white ones.
Yeah.
I think they have black laces currently. They have white laces on them. They come with black, so that's the white. They come with black laces and a pair of yellow laces.
Do all of them come with yellow laces?
Sometimes.
I feel like it's more of like a colorway type deal.
Yeah.
Like it's got to match the
like if
scheme.
it doesn't work either, like I have another pair of shoes from him. And not from him, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like and they only come with 2 pairs of laces. Cuz it was the only cuz they're I think they're special edition color and it only works with those ones. It comes they're like a green black
like
camo,
a colorway
right?
deal. Yeah.
So it has the black and an army green color lace.
Yeah.
But that's it. But you wouldn't want to fucking put bright red on fucking black and green camo, right? So typically if it fits, it usually goes with 3 pairs of laces.
Yeah.
Which is fucking sick. Because it sucks getting a pair of shoes and not getting another pair of laces. Because laces suck. They break super easily.
Yeah.
And then what do you do from then?
Fucked you are on them.
And it's oddly near impossible to find a fucking pair of laces. Like you can go on Amazon and shit like that, sure. But to go to Walmart around here and shit like that, they don't sell laces.
Why the fuck would they sell laces? You know, I guess they sell shoes.
Yeah. But anywhere else, don't sell laces. You gotta go to like a shoemaker or something like that and get a fucking pair of laces.
Do you know what the little plastic piece on the end of a lace is called?
Isn't it called like the nub or something?
No. It's called an egglet.
Right. Egglet. Why though?
Couldn't tell you.
An egglet.
Yeah. The little plastic piece on the end of like any lace, like even this, like my sweater lace, probably.
Egglet.
That's probably called an egglet.
An egglet.
If I'm not
Makes
wrong,
no fucking
if
sense.
I'm not mistaken, but I'm pretty positive
certain.
in saying that. Pretty certain, yeah.
Pretty fucked then because it fits none at all. Like
Not one bit. Yeah.
no, an egglet on the end of a fucking lace.
Yeah.
Y'all can keep a tracker on how many times I've said fuck or fucking this whole time.
Yeah.
And you'll probably be at a very high number.
Yeah. Be at a higher number than of normal words he said.
Literally.
Like regular
Just
conversational
regular, yeah.
words.
And yeah, not too
Fuck.
proud. There you go. Another tally.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this episode. Stay easy.
Stay sleazy.
And we'll see you next time.